The previous chapter before this chapter, brothers and sisters, this is chapter 10. In the previous chapter, Jesus actually sends out his 12 now to different parts of Palestine and Judea. And here in chapter 10, the Lord sends 72 more. That's why in the first line here we have, the Lord appointed 72 others and sent them out ahead of him in pairs to all the towns and places he himself was to visit. St. Luke was very much aware that the message of the good news was not meant to stay in Jerusalem or in Palestine. It was meant to spread all over the world. And like we already know, brothers and sisters, Luke also writes an account of how the good news spread from Jerusalem to Rome and from Rome to all parts of the world. It was significant that they reach Rome because they could use the Roman roads as means to spread the good news. That is why from Rome, the good news arrived here in the UK, in Great Britain, because of the influence of the Roman Empire. And who would have thought, brothers and sisters, that the greatest empire in the world who tried to eliminate this small group of Jewish heretics called Christians would transform Rome into the means for evangelization. It's like Egypt, brothers and sisters, being humiliated by a group of informal settlers called Hebrews. And Egyptian history becomes a means so that God's message to the chosen people gets a mileage, gets spoken of. For St. Luke, brothers and sisters, I would theorize it's important that we keep spreading and sharing the good news, because he himself was a beneficiary of the good news. He's a Gentile convert. Most probably, he wasn't able to, he had no contact with the historical Jesus. Most probably, he knows very little about the geography of Palestine and the Holy Land. But he is aware that the Spirit brings him and all the other apostles to all parts of the world. That is why he is quite convinced, I would like to believe, that the good news has to keep on being shared everywhere. Because if we look at the last chapter of Acts, brothers and sisters, it's not actually finished. It only accounts for Paul's stay in Rome, but it does not write about how Paul's life ended also in Rome. And the mission, brothers and sisters, continues even during our time. Especially now that it feels like we're back to the early times of the Christians, when we're back to being a minority and we have to show the truthfulness of the message by the quality of our lives. And so we thank the Lord for this opportunity of sharing the message of the good news, just like St. Paul did. And we ask his intercession that we may remain steadfast and focus on sharing the joy of being a Christian all over the world.